Welcome to Pea Ridge in Union, South Carolina for round 10 of the MidEast Racing Microquad season. The track this morning is dry and silty. Visibly looks like it'll be an issue through the dust. Up on the front row, Reese Bonner leads the Micro 11 class by 13 points with consistent top 3 finishes since round 3 at Peach Smash. Brianna Beatty currently sits in second place with 19 points behind. Wesley Stanley is notable to watch with wins in 5 of the 6 races he's run this season. Josiah Wimbish sits in 5th place with top 2 finishes in all 6 races he's competed in this year, including 2 wins at Catfish Pond and Beaver Pond. Noah Patterson is in 6th place, just 3 points behind Josiah. We're also happy to see the return of Caleb McAbey. He's back from an injury during practice after round 4. Next, we are taking a look at Micro 7. Tanner Gillum currently holds first place with consistent top 5 finishes. Lexi Connor is in second place, just 7 points behind with 2 wins on the season. Ari Wimbish is next in line, 6 points behind with 5 wins so far. We will also be sure to follow Sawyer Morrow after his win before the summer break at Beaver Pond. Finally, we're catching back up with Micro 4 to 8. Justin Collins currently holds the points lead with top 2 finishes all season, including 4 wins. Kira Money is second, just 8 points behind. She's got consistent top 3 finishes with 2 wins to her name as well. And then your third contender is Nathan Hondurelis Jr. with consistent top 3 finishes and 3 wins for himself. The riders rev their engine as they wait for the green flag. As the first row takes off, Reese Bonner and Josiah Wimbish get a rocket launch going nearly side by side through the first corner. Reese ends up getting a bit of an edge and rides that out to take the whole shot, with Josiah right on his tail. Wesley Stanley starts the lap 4 wide on the outside in 4th. Noah Patterson and Brianna Beatty are just behind Wesley in 7th and 8th. Just behind them is Caleb McAbey in 9th. However, the order would shuffle through the first lap. Josiah Wimbish and Reese Bonner battle it out, finishing the lead lap swapped with Josiah leading after the whole shot. Wesley Stanley push up into a position to get into 3rd place right behind Reese. Caleb McAbey made a great push all the way up into 5th place. Brianna Beatty moved up into 7th, just 20 seconds off of Caleb. Noah Patterson unfortunately had a tough lap, finishing his first lap in 14th. Micro 7 takes off with a top 3 lineup for the first corner between Ari Wimbish, Tanner Gillum, and Lexi Connor. Ari Wimbish held the inside advantage, keeping the speed and grabbing the whole shot, followed closely by Tanner Gillum, Lexi Connor, and Sawyer Morrow. The first lap would see a big shake-up with Wyatt Martin jumping forward to take the lead after a 5th place start. He'd have to defend well though, with Tanner Gillum less than a second behind him. Sawyer Morrow pushed up to 3rd and Ari Wimbish was right behind him. Lexi Connor moved back to 8th. Finally, Micro 4 to 8 takes off with Kira Money and Nathan Hondurelis Jr. in an even fight around the first corner. Kira would get the advantage on the inside and carry the lead and take the whole shot. Justin Collins was a little bit further back, starting into 5th place. Nathan and Kiara would continue to battle through the first lap, with Nathan taking the lead on lap 2 and Kiara close behind. Justin Collins had a slower lap, moving him back into 6th place by the end of the first lap. He wouldn't be there for long though. Through the middle laps of the 4-lap race, Josiah Wimbish continued to dominate, finally pulling some distance by the end of the 3rd lap. Wesley Stanley made his way around Reese Bonner to take 2nd place, and Reese stayed 30 seconds behind. Brianna Beatty made a great push from 7th all the way up into 4th place, looking to battle for the last podium spot. Caleb McGavey continued to put in some consistent lap times, dropping back to 6th, but keeping a close distance to Maddox Wellborn, who would be in 5th place. Noah Patterson moved up into 11th by the end of the 3rd lap, looking to try to move up into that top 10 on the last lap. For Micro 7, Wyatt Martin pushed ahead, gaining a solid lead by over a minute. Tanner Gillum held 2nd place, a good distance behind, and was 3rd place Ari Wimbish. Ari had his own battle for 3rd place, with Sara Morrow staying less than 10 seconds behind. Lexi Connor moved up to 7th place, gaining some ground on the next position ahead as well. Micro 4 to 8 saw a reshuffle in the middle laps, with Nathan Hondurelis in the lead, but Justin Collins has found his stride and was making up a lot of ground, moving from 6th all the way up to 2nd place. Kira Monty was just about 45 seconds behind him in 3rd. Bringing out the checkered flag would be Wesley Stanley, with Josiah Wimbish right behind. Reese Bonner crossed the line in 3rd, rounding out your podium. However, after the race, an order change was made due to Wesley Stanley taking an illegal line. This would dock him 30 seconds, giving Josiah the win and moving Wesley down to 2nd place. Reese Bonner would remain 3rd, and Brianna Beatty would finish 4th place, pushing for that podium position, being less than 10 seconds behind Reese. Caleb McGavey continued his consistent run, holding in 6th place, closely behind Maddox Wellborn. Noah Patterson would make a pass on the final lap, finishing up in 10th place. When Micro 7 would come to the checkered flag, Wyatt Martin would be leading by nearly 2 minutes. Tanner Gillum held 2nd place and was the last Micro 7 rider to complete 4 laps. Ari Wimbish and Sawyer Morrow kept a close battle, finishing 3rd and 4th respectively, only completing 3 laps. Lexi Connor would go on to finish in 7th place. Finally, with Micro 4 to 8, the top 3 continued their runs of being the only 3 riders in class to complete 3 laps. Nathan Hondurelis Jr. held his lead, but not by much. Justin Collins finished 2nd after closing the gap from 28 seconds down to 10 as they saw the checkered flag. Kira Monty kept 3rd place.
How was the race today, man?
Good.
How'd you end up getting in the lead on the last lap?
They got stuck in a bottleneck, and I made my way to the front, went around them.
All right, so the way.
Hey, yeah, well, good race today, man. It's a good way to come back from break, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. How'd you flip, man?
I don't know. I hit a big bump or something, and I just got wobbly and just flipped.
How was your race today, man?
It was good, very dusty though.
Heck yeah, how'd you get out front?
I didn't pull the whole shot, but I just already wrecked, so I just stayed behind Tanner, so, and then I passed him, so I got him first, and I just stayed it.
That's awesome. Well, congrats on the win today.
Thank you.
Next up is Open Woods and Fields of the Gobbler in Union, South Carolina. Will Reese Bonner continue to hold his points lead, or will Josiah Wimbish, Wesley Stanley, or Brianna Beatty end up battling it out and taking it from him? Who should we cover next time? Let us know down in the comment section below. We'll see you in a few weeks. Thank you for watching.